Hi everyone, and welcome to the Pup Mommy. This is a channel where it's all about the pups. They come first. As I share with you my over 30 plus years of experience, practical hands-on experience of what it's like to own, love, and care for dogs. So if you're a first-time dog owner, a wannabe dog owner, or even an experienced dog owner, I'm here to offer be a practical resource by offering suggestions and advice when you're kind of wondering, am I the only one with this problem? Or does your dog do this? Or how do I find the right pup for me and my family? Now, this video is the fifth in an 8-part series that I call To Puppy or Not to Puppy, that deals with 8 questions that I ask and you answer to help you decide if you're really ready for that puppy. So if you're about to detonate that adopt button, take a few moments and go through these videos with me, and I promise you that by the time you are through with them, you will honestly be able to answer if you are really ready to bring a puppy into your home. Now, today's video is the question number 5, I think. Is your home puppy proof? Now, warning, this is another, before you bring that puppy home, advisory alert. Because in video 1, I mentioned that puppies are basically 4-legged babies. They are going to get into everything and anything. So puppies, whether they are 10 weeks old or they're 5 months old, they're curious little creatures, and some more so than others. So it's incumbent upon you as a pet parent to ensure that your puppy is safe when you bring it home, and also that you keep them that way, unless you want to pay a hefty vet bill. Not to mention beat yourself up with coulda, shoulda, woulda. Trust me, been there, done that, learn from my mistakes. So just as with babies and small children, everything goes into a puppy mouth. And never underestimate the will and determination of a puppy when it sees something that it wants, whether inside your home or outside your home. Now, I put a checklist in the description area that you can go through to check off whether things are in your home, whether you're puppy proof or not. That should be there to help you. But let's briefly go through all of the potential puppy disasters that could happen. First of all, puppy proofing your home is not only for puppies when they're 9 weeks or they're 10 weeks or they're 12 weeks of age, because as I mentioned in other videos, puppies are considered puppies even at 1 year of age. So that little 5-pound ball of fur can grow into 20 pounds, 40 pounds, 60 pounds, 80 pounds or more by the time it reaches 1 year of age. Now, I divide puppy proofing your home into 2 categories. One is destructive chewing, the other is ingestion. Now, while destructive chewing can run up a sizable bill in terms of item replacement, item ingestion can result in A, multi-thousand-dollar surgery bill, B, puppy fatality, or C, a combination of both. Now, from my own experience, I have done A, B, and C, or gone through them, I should say. So let's tackle the puppy proofing inside the house first. Keeping in mind that chewing can be just chewing by itself, or it can be chewing and ingestion at the same time, which is even worse. Now, let's do the obvious. Make sure in puppy proofing that your wires, surge protectors, plugs, cords are unplugged or hidden or secured to keep the puppies from biting through them, resulting in possible electrical shock, or potentially getting themselves wrapped up in them, like cords and, blinds and things like that, just like with small children. And watch for items that are left on the floor, Legos, other small toys, shoes, of course, socks, lingerie. I mean, if even, sometimes if you happen to have Amazon deliveries, the plastic, the deflated plastic, the bubble wrap, the styrofoam, anything that can be put in a child's mouth will also go into a puppy's. Now, as that puppy grows, keep in mind that they'll be able to stand on their hind legs, and they'll be able to reach the top of the coffee table, the other end tables in your house, the ottomans. So anything found atop the tables is also going to be at risk. So you have medications, you can have money, you can have small jewelry, craft items. And if you and your family kind of love to snack in front of the TV set, consider also what is left that the puppy can reach. Sometimes, I'll tell you something, that spinach artichoke dip with the garlic, it's not going to go down well with the puppy. And I will leave some links in the description area regarding items that are considered poisonous to puppies, as well as the poison control hotline, so that you know what to do before you pay an emergency visit or before you pay a visit to the emergency vet. Now also consider this too. Cabinet and closet doors can be nudged open with a nose so that if there's anything there that's contained within that the puppy can reach, move it out of the way. That could be anything from detergent pods to sponges to Swiffer sweeper wipes, anything. Or else again, you're going to be paying a visit potentially to the vet. Another thing too, consider house plants. Plants that, that puppies can chew with the leaves. Some plants are safe, other plants are not. I've left a link again in the description box as to plants that could prove poisonous to your puppy and to your pups. And if you have these plants in your house, maybe move them to another room or someplace else until you're pretty certain that that puppy is not going to be chewing on them. Now, if your pup happens to ingest something, if you're lucky or unlucky, depending on how you look at it, the item that he ingested will pass through its system. Or the puppy will end up getting sick and then throw up the offending item. But be prepared for cleanup, because puppies, at least from my experience, they are rarely accommodating. They rarely will throw up in some area or a surface that's easily cleaned. But we're not going to get into cleaning and maintenance right now. I mean, cleaning and maintenance of a puppy is just for a totally another video. We're not even going to go there right now. Now, also, puppies cannot distinguish between pet toys and home furnishings. So, again, my advice to you is to gate off areas and sections of your home where you have valuable, sentimental furnishings. Because unless you put your pup in a crate or you put it in an exercise pen, you're going to need to watch that pup like eyes around your head 360. And another aspect to puppy proofing, is for you to decide whether or not you're going to allow your pets on the furniture. Now, if you are okay with that, if you're okay with the pup sitting next to you on the sofa or the chair or atop the covers, you might want to consider getting some furniture throws to protect your furniture against shedding, and also protect the fabric from little puppy scratches and little loose threads all of a sudden are coming on the fabric because of the little puppy nails, as well as other potential accidents. Now, up until this point, I've kind of talked about the obvious things that your puppy can get into and swallow, but let me also tell you that there are other items that can cause havoc and grief for you and the pup, and that is pet toys. I'll post a video in the near future entitled "When Pet Toys Kill," because it happened to me. When you have puppies or even young adult dogs or fully grown dogs, you need to watch their toys, especially as toys get torn apart, which so many breeds do. I mean, whether it's my Bostons or my Shepherds or my Dobermans, my Lab, the squeaker in the toy is the first to go. That's the first victim. And then after that, the toy will get shredded with the stuffing all over the place or chewed to bits. whether plastic or cloth. In these cases, you need to supervise the puppy's play time either when you're there physically with them, or when they're within earshot or within viewing. As the toy becomes worse for wear, throw it away. Just throw it away. I don't care how expensive or how cheap the toy is, because I will tell you this. Gastrosurgery for foreign objects with the pre-surgery prep and the after prep or aftercare, minimum of $2,500. Minimum. And that's a very high price to pay for a $3 toy you got on special, or for some of these more expensive, indestructible toys that can be anywhere from $10 to $20. Let me tell you something, nothing is indestructible. Learn from my experience, which will be another video for another time. Now, last but not least, the outdoors and your pup. Now, puppies, dogs in general, love nothing better than to go exploring. Whether in the backyard, sniffing the flower beds, the vegetable garden, getting into the mulch. I mean, for some, it's just curiosity, or it's the pure delight of destruction, while for others, it can prove dangerous, if not fatal. So this is where it's incumbent upon you to watch what the pup is doing and to bring in the training that you're putting your pup through, as in, leave it. Leave it. But I will say this, there are some instances where no matter all the care that you are taking and no matter how careful you are, the pup will have an accident. Now, sometimes, and I will say, that accident could be no fault of yours or the pup. My little German Shepherd Olympia at 10 weeks of age was home with me, and I had her in the backyard in an exercise pen. And after a while, I brought her into the house, I put her into another enclosure and ran up the stairs to do something. By the time I got back downstairs, her face blew up. It was like twice its size. Well, what happened? She got stung by a bee. She ended up getting stung by a bee, one of these little bees in the grass or something, so whoosh, right over to the vet, antibiotics, she was fine. So in summary, when you bring your little puppy home, and for several months afterwards, you'll need to closely monitor the rooms and the space that your puppy's in and has access to. And you'll need to have your eyes around your head literally 360, 24/7. And keep in mind this, and I've learned it through just one dog or multiple dogs. If you can't hear the pup, if you can't see the pup, that means it's into something. So, I want to thank you again for watching, and hope that you were able to find some help in this video. And as you make the decision to whether or not to bring a puppy into your life. If you'd like some assistance in deciding what would be the best puppy for you, and have some other questions or anything, when you'd like a one-on-one with me, and I can help you that way, I'll leave a link in the description in the information section with my contact information. And I'll also leave a link to a brief video, which I do in all of my puppy videos, called The Gift, which has over 39 million YouTube views. It's a story about a dog adoption which started out very happily and then went south. If you are serious about adopting a pup, this is a must-see video. It's very brief, but it's worth watching. So thank you for watching me, and please join me for the next installment, which will be video 6 out of 8. Are you ready for the emotional time and commitment of owning a puppy? Or I should have said, whether are you ready for the time and emotional commitment of owning a puppy? So thank you very much again for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, and we'll be back with the final round of videos shortly. So thank you again.